Hi, I'm Victoria with Community Life Magazine, and today I'm with Miss Florida.
Good morning, how are you? My name is actually Jody Campbell, and I was recently crowned the new National American Miss Florida 2015.
How many titles have you won?
I've actually won 3 titles. This year I've been crowned with the title of Miss Florida, which was 3 weeks ago, through National American Miss, also Stetson Caribbean Student Association Queen, and the title of Miss Lake County Denim and Diamond Queen. So I've been crowned those 3 this year.
Okay. What age do you have to be to enter a beauty contest?
Well, they actually range between different ages. So there's certain pageants that they have different age divisions. Like with the pageant that I won Miss Florida for, there's the Princess Division, the Junior Teen Division, the Junior Preteen Division, the Preteen Division, and the Teen Division. So there's 5 different divisions that you can compete in, and it just depends on which pageant you're actually doing it for.
What did you benefit by winning Miss Florida?
From winning Miss Florida, I most importantly gained self-confidence. I've done this pageant 3 years in a row, and every year that I've done it, I've met more friends, I've met more people throughout it, just connections, whether it's through other parents who have like businesses, who they teach me stuff. Definitely about modeling. I've learned a lot about modeling in that sense. I've also had the opportunity to meet a lot of directors who teach me about other pageants, as well as I've learned so much about myself and being able to teach other girls things that I learned over that period of time. So it's definitely been a lot of life skills.
So what would you say is the biggest problem in education today?
The biggest problem in education today is awareness. A lot of people take education for granted. They take teachers for granted. And I feel like if we were to actually teach people the importance of education and the basics of it, they'd be able to build on it. But once we tell people, oh, that education, whether it's not important or that it's less important than it actually is, then they don't want to take it for real. And so I feel like the biggest problem is that we need to educate people on why they need to be educated. Let them know, okay, the reason you need to be educated is because the world is getting harder. It's getting harder to get jobs. It's getting harder to, do a lot of things. And so with your education, you know that you're more advanced.
What is the most significant thing you've accomplished in your life besides winning the beauty pageant?
Ooh. I think the most significant thing I've accomplished is probably, like you said, Miss Florida, that was pretty big for me. But another thing was just accomplishing that step of actually becoming like my true self, like becoming the person who God created me to be. Because when I was younger, I was really quiet. I never wanted to talk or anything like that. And I was really reserved. And my parents obviously didn't want me to be like that. And I have a praying mom. She definitely didn't want that for me. And so that one of my biggest steps was to be more outspoken and to actually say what's on my mind, to say what's in my heart or whatever the case is, rather than just being quiet and just kind of shutting down to the world. So like me doing like interviews and stuff like that, my parents would have never imagined that because I was always so quiet and never wanted to talk. So that would definitely be the biggest accomplishment.
Is it true what they say about pageant moms? Are they very competitive and sometimes
mean? My mom is not that way. And a lot of the pageant moms that I've met are not that way. They definitely want their kids to be successful. They want their kids to prosper. And a lot of times I feel like that's portrayed in a negative way, is that, oh, they're like really mean and they're really rude and they cut up girls' clothes. That's not really how it is everywhere. I can only speak from the pageants that I've done, and most of the pageant moms, they've been amazing. They want their daughters to prosper and they care about the other girls too. And they're willing to help you, they're willing to be there for you. So definitely, it's not true everywhere. I can only speak for, like I said, for the pageants that I've done.
What do you want to do when you grow up outside of beauty pageants?
I actually want to be an obstetrician, a gynecologist, and open my own practice. I know it's way off from voodoo pageants, but yeah, that's the goal. I definitely want to be able to.
Congratulations, Miss Florida.
Thank you. I definitely want to be able to just to help women, and I've always wanted to be a doctor, and that was the perfect combination because I'm working with women on a consistent basis, and I'm able to, be able to mentor to them and just love on them and teach them like God loves you no matter what the case is, no matter who you are, no matter what's going on, and also be able to help them health-wise.
So who has inspired you the most?
The most inspirational person in my life is my mom.
Yes.
I love people don't understand, but my mom is literally my best friend. Over the years, our relationship has grown stronger, and she has been the most influential person. She's been the most amazing person. She's always been there, and she's never stopped being there. And she's just always said that no matter what, no matter who's there, I've got you. And to hear that, it's the most reassuring thing, because whenever everyone else, stops or, doesn't want to be your friend or doesn't want to be around or doesn't want to be there for you, she's always been the one that's there, and she's always been the one that's comforted me. Even when I was wrong, she comforted me in my wrongness and still taught me in that process, which is, I love it. She's amazing.
Have you made any enemies in the competition? Like competitive enemies who sabotage you?
In the competition, like I said before, there's never really been anybody who's tried to come against me. And I've always met just amazing people, girls who really want you to prosper. They really want you to do good. And for me, that's been so, it's been an overwhelming thing, because you want people around you who want good for you. And when you're around those people who don't, it kind of brings you down a little bit. But I've never really met anybody in the pageant world that has brought me down in a sense or wanted to bring me down. It's always been girls who they really are there for me. And I've had relationships over the period of time that last like forever. So no, I've never had that before.
How many, Thank you for coming. Bye. Goodbye.
It was nice to meet you.